not like me. You might joke, but not quite like me. Yo, we good, but it's not like this. You smoking wood? Don't pass that shit. I know you smoke, but not like me. You got jokes, but not like me. You smoking gas, but it ain't like this. You smoking wood? Don't pass that shit. We getting lit for blunts and bullshit. We talking shit, it's blunts and bullshit. It's going up on blunts and bullshit. Just roll up and just cut to the bullshit.
Ooh, see right here?
Yep, right there.
Oh.
You ever drunk these motherfuckers?
Yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These bitches decent.
Yeah, I like them motherfuckers.
I still don't know which one I like the most, though.
I be just fucking with that orange one, for real.
That tropical vibe?
Yep.
Yeah, it's decent. Yeah, you know what it is. Blunts and Bullshit, we got another episode. It's your boy Marvier, and I'm here with
Jay Sims.
yes sir, you know what it is. The host of Reason to Doubt. You know what I'm saying? We another, you know what I'm saying, Blunts and Bullshit, how we get down. Oh, I gotta get my questionnaire out for my guy, man.
Pleasure to be here.
Man, I appreciate it, man. How your day been?
Been all good, man, Nice little Saturday, Memorial Day weekend.
Man,
Chilling.
feel good as fuck out there, you know what I'm saying? So shit, and tell us a little bit about Jay Sims growing up as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Coming up. You from Alton, right?
Alton. I am from Alton. My whole family from Alton, I didn't grow up in Alton, though. Like,
Okay.
I grew up, grammar school and all that. I grew up north, Chicago area, Aurora, Illinois. That's where I grew up. That's why I went to, grammar school, kindergarten through 5th grade. But the whole time, my whole family lived. I was born in Alton.
Mm-hmm.
Then we moved around, I lived in Phoenix, Arizona as a kid, But I grew up, early life, in Aurora, Illinois. Always coming back to Alton, though, for holidays, Thanksgivings and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
That was just something. We always had a perception of Alton, because when we came to Alton, we had fun, So growing up as a kid, we live in
paradise.
We live in Chicago area and shit like that. That's our everyday life. It's really more turned up there if you really think about it.
Way more.
But we used to come here, had so much fun. We had a perception of Alton, man, I can't wait to go back to Alton.
So we gotta get down there, man. It's lit.
Yeah,
you in this situation every day, so you don't feel it.
Yeah.
It ain't doing nothing the same thing.
But yeah, man, I was just a kid, man, regular kid, regular black kid, projects, public housing, grew up in that, but
How old are you?
33.
Yeah,
33, yeah.
So you know about the trenches.
Born in '88, it's just growing up, just I got a regular story like a lot of people, grew up single mom. You know what I'm saying? Our father passed away when I was young.
Condolences.
But thank you for that. But I got five. I'm the youngest of 5 brothers.
Okay.
Got an older sister too. But I didn't grow up with my older sister. I didn't even find out till we was grown as hell.
By your dad.
Yeah.
Moving around.
Brother Stone. It's cool inside my sister Carlita. I knew her already. It was like we was family already.
You just didn't know she was your sister.
I had no idea. Nobody knew.
You ain't never crack her or nothing.
Hell,
Okay,
nothing like that.
All right, it's good then. It's good. It's good. As long as y'all don't meet, y'all ain't meet on the Kevin Gates circumstances.
Nah, hell no.
You know what I'm saying?
That's my sister, but I was like my nephew Tyrone Parker. That's her son. I coached him in basketball. I was a mentor to him already, and then come to find out.
How old was you when you found out that was your sister?
26.
Oh damn.
Something.
Oh, you was grown as hell.
Yeah, was grown.
Yeah, you was grown as hell.
Yeah, but
that's what's up though.
Yeah, youngest of 5 boys growing up. It was just
always getting picked on.
Yeah, you know, when you're the youngest, you know what I'm saying? I'm the biggest.
I'm the youngest.
I'm the biggest now, but like back then, you know, I had a crazy growth spurt and shit, you know. You getting picked on, you the butt of jokes, but at the same time, you the baby, so like, your mama ain't gonna let nobody mess with you too much, you know what I'm saying?
You got that mama card.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, I want to play mama! You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm the youngest. I know how that goes.
Yeah, but you know, basketball is a big part of my life growing up.
So is that what built your competitive nature, being the youngest of 5 boys?
Yeah, you can say that. Yeah, you can definitely say that. You know, I had an older brother. He was my half brother, but so he lived in Kentucky, so I didn't grow up with him, and I just always heard stories how good he was in basketball. He went to the University of Louisville. You know what I'm saying? Played some stint in the NBA, shit like that. But I didn't grow up with him. Mm-hmm. And I just had stories like, you know, your brother Boogie. He
should have seen your blood.
It's
seen your blood.
You know, so that was just, you know, I was just a regular kid, Chicago area kid growing up.
How much older was he than you? You ain't never get to see him play?
Yeah, I did. We connected when I was probably around like 12. You know what I'm saying? But he trained me a lot. You know what I'm saying? When I was in college and stuff, I used to go spend the summers with him in Kentucky, and you know, he kind of got me to the point. You know, when I was in college, like took me to another level and stuff. So we close now.
Okay,
for sure.
that's what's up. Yeah.
You know.
So, man, you married? Any kids?
Married, you know, married, 2 kids. Married,
Kids.
2 kids, you know, so she gonna be married when I got my ring on.
Yeah, it's forever on, you know.
Yeah, married, you know, I got 2 kids, you know, 16-year-old and a 8-year-old boy and girl, you know. Had my first child when I was in high school, you know, it was young high school, you know, and married high school sweetheart, you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, hell yeah.
You know,
that's what's up.
Been together since then, you know what I'm saying? Rocky, you know, ups and downs.
I mean, since high school,
but you know what I'm saying? But definitely my day one.
Y'all still rocking, that's salute.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying?
You know
That's
what
what keep my head level.
Yeah,
man,
that's what's up.
Finding somebody that you can connect with and really there for you know what I'm saying? I couldn't even imagine like you see niggas, my niggas be dating and shit like that, trying to find like a wife in your 30s and shit like that. I couldn't imagine that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's hard. I know that shit is hard.
It's different. Cause I'm not divorced yet, but you know, I'm going through a divorce, so it definitely ain't, you know what I'm saying? You more reserved. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You ain't young and wild like, you know what I'm saying? Out there like, oh, I'm single? Oh yeah, I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying?
But even when, that's what I'm just saying, like you single, just trying to find somebody to connect with that, on that level, like build a life with, like, that guy, I know that shit hard as hell. Like,
yeah, so that's what's up. You was lucky enough to get one.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm lucky to find a real one that young and able to build with, you know.
And still be around, you know what I'm saying? You say 33, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what's up. Salute to y'all, you know what I'm saying? But okay, so you know, reason adult, host, owner, creator, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, what's your top 5 podcasts?
Top 5 podcasts. That's tough. I would say Joe Budden. Joe Budden podcast. Gotta salute Joe Budden.
Salute Joe. The Podfather.
It don't come on no more, but I gotta say tax season, tax stone.
Okay, yep.
He got locked up, you know, if you know the situation, you know. That was my favorite podcast.
Damn it, y'all.
Bluntz and Bullshit, you gotta get lighter, man.
I'm telling you. Bluntz and Bullshit lighters. That's what it is, man.
But Joe Budden, shout out to Tax Stone.
The OGs of the pod.
Yep. I would say Combat Jack Show. If you know, like that's another person, man. My favorite. I've been an OG like in the podcast and shit. I know we're gonna get into like the podcast stuff like that, but people ask me like, what's the like not a regret, but just something, you know, like what I wish I would have did differently to start a podcast. So I just wish I would have started early
when you was really into it.
Because when I've been listening to podcasts 2012, 2013, like no lie. You know what I'm saying? Like Combat
Before
Jack.
podcast was a thing.
Before it was even a thing. I'm just listening to that shit. So, cause I've always been a fan of like history, learning things, especially like with hip hop and stuff like that. I'm a hip hop head. Like I love like just hear the stories how these people came up. You know, like how did No Limit become No Limit? How did, you know what I'm saying, the Wu-Tang Clan?
You like to do the history.
I be wanting to know that
do the
shit.
research and shit.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
so the Combat Jack show was like the first hip hop podcast with guests and shit. It was like one of the first ones that they did that. You know, everybody you can name them, they've been on that show. But the host, Combat Jack, he passed away unfortunately. So, but that's a day one.
I wasn't watching. I mean, listening or watching pods then, of course, not at all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out Combat Jack. He really basically he's the first person that really started doing pods and shit, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was it's a Juan Epstein, Peter Rosenberg, Cypress Sound. I think they was technically like the first hip hop podcast, but Combat Jack get the credit because he really was doing it. Like
he was
they was
pushing
having
it forward.
Yeah, like they was really pushing it forward. So I say Joe Budden, Tax Stone, Tax Season Podcast, Joe Budden Podcast, Combat Jack.
That's Flo.
My favorite podcast, Questlove Supreme. That's Questlove from the Roots. That's another like interview podcast.
I ain't seen that one.
It's like an interview podcast. They interview musicians and shit. Like it's dope. And the Rap Radar podcast. That's probably my top 5 favorite. Now, I know people gonna be like, damn, he ain't say Drink Champ, he ain't say Million Hours Worth of Game and shit like that. I'm a fan of them podcasts. I study this shit.
But you went to the OGs after you
But
go
these
to
are
the
the,
OGs.
but these are the people I'm like actually a fan of. Like I really, and I do fuck with all them other podcasts, but a lot of that shit, I'm not really into like silly shit all the time, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I got a sense of humor and stuff, but I be wanting to hear the information.
Shit,
you know, I be wanting to know more serious shit. And if you can make that stuff funny, it's even better. But I'm not. Those are my top 5. Though. Like,
You can tell about the 5 that you picked. You know what I'm saying? What the only one in there is maybe that really would have threw me off is the Rap Radar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
After you went to Combat Jack, all that. You know what I'm saying? I would think you would go to another old OG type of pod. You know what I mean? How many episodes is Reason to Doubt in?
Reason to Doubt, we just did finish episode 173, but with my personal like Eliminate the Doubt one-on-one interviews and others, shit, we 200 episodes in, easy. You know, we had a stretch where we just was releasing clips and we didn't put a number on the episodes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? When you doing a pod, you trying so many different tactics and stuff. So we just officially went back to numbers. We was 173. We just threw it back up.
So officially 173, but unofficially 2+.
Yeah, 2+, man. We've been doing it, man, for 4 years now, man.
So how did y'all come together?
So the Reason Doubt podcast is a podcast. Me, Jay Sims, the Supreme Pod Guy. You can follow me on IG. That's my IG name or whatever. But it started off. It was just an idea I had. Like I said, I've been doing podcasts. I've been listening to podcasts from 2012, 2013, and I get around. We go to like right now Memorial Day weekend. We might go over to Joe Jack house, me and my niggas, and we having conversations, debates, screaming, yelling. It's a crowd around, like everybody whooping in there. They like, man, y'all be so serious about nothing and stuff. But we doing a podcast every weekend, or it's just stuff like that. And I used to just be thinking like, man, these my niggas. We be having real debates, and this is something I went to school for broadcast and communication and stuff like that. You know, so I'm like, I always had a passion in it and stuff like that. But then life take you. You go in different paths, you stop thinking about it, but that was always, from a kid, that's what I wanted to do. So, I was like, man, I'm gonna start a podcast, you know. I bought the mics, you know what I'm saying, new MacBook, you know, all the equipment and stuff. I'm like, man, I'm gonna do this shit. Hey, my brother, DJ Stino, I'm like, it started off, it was just gonna be me and him. It's always gonna be me and Stino talking about music. I don't know what we was gonna do.
You ain't had no name yet?
Yeah. No, I had Reason to Doubt. I always see Reason to Doubt. It became my favorite rapper, Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? So Reasonable Doubt, his first intro to the rap game. Reasonable Doubt, classic album. Reason to Doubt. I thought it was just a good play on words. You know, like everybody get doubted in life. So if you have doubts on everything, I had doubts in starting the podcast for so long. You know, and then I finally did it. You know what I'm saying? Just because. So it was that, like Reason to Doubt. I just thought it had a good name to it, good catchy feeling.
Everybody be doubting.
Yeah. it's something like everybody can relate to that. You know what I'm saying?
No matter if you the best nigga, I'm pretty sure Jordan like, maybe if you gonna pull it, but maybe if I would've, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you have doubts, you know what I'm saying? Everybody definitely do.
So back to it, you know, it started out with just going to me and Sting, and then we was somewhere the day before, and my nigga KD was there, and I'm like, we doing a podcast tomorrow. I'm like, shit, just come through. Like, you come through too. KD always got an opinion, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you know KD, you know, like, he's an argumentative.
He gonna come with the off opinion you didn't think he was even finna talk about.
Yeah. So it went from that, then it was just us three, and we just did the first episode. We started talking shit.
So you, Steen, and
me, Steen,
KD
and KD
was the first three?
Yep, just the first three. We did the first episode. Then the next week, Steen couldn't even come. He had to work or something. And it was just me and KD. Then KD just came again. Like, I'll come again, fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
So then KD came. So we just doing the episode. It's us three. And then people start coming, like my nigga Zach, he started coming like it's in the back, like trying to help me out. And we about 13 episodes in, and then, yo, Jack, that's my nigga, that's like my brother. So he around us, and he like, fuck it, I'm coming
he
too.
Doubting.
Yeah, like,
you know what I'm saying? He doubting himself, like, should I jump in or not?
But it's just like, I wouldn't even think he would want to do it, so I never even approached him and asked him.
Because he's quiet, you think
you know
he's
what I'm
quiet
saying?
guy, you know what I'm saying?
And then he jumped in and just, that was episode 13 and shit. He ain't missed an episode since, you know what I'm saying? It's just, my brothers, they just kind of believed in the vision I had and what I was doing. They were just following my lead, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't, at the time, they didn't know nothing about podcasting.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta think it's 2019. It ain't as big as it is now. So like, they just following my lead and just trying to figure it out. But I always looked at it, man,
But they see like, yeah, we do sit here arguing, we talk, hey, that could have been on TV.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we had the same debates before Skip and Shannon did. Skipping, and that was Skipping, what's the boy's name? Steven.
Yeah.
Then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like,
see,
we might as well do this
see,
too.
the Reasons Out podcast, it started off, it's been in 20 different variations, man. Just trying to figure this shit out. We still trying to figure things out. But it started off, it was supposed to be just a music podcast, just debate music, talk about the new music, old music, new music, classic music, just have debates about that. It wasn't really working with that because everybody got their own life. Everybody is passionate about music maybe as I am.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, this ain't gonna work in this way. Okay, so let's get these topics together and just debate or talk about this topic. Maybe this ain't working like that. Okay, let's give our opinion on our life.
Like, why, question people always say to me, you know what I'm saying, around, pardon me, why y'all, especially if it was you and Steen, why y'all ain't talk basketball?
You see, I've been playing basketball my whole life, you know, and that's like my identity to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Like Jay Sims, he played basketball.
Yeah.
As a basketball nigga and shit like that. I always seen myself as more than that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and don't get it twisted, I love basketball, you know, but always see myself as more than just a basketball player and shit like that. So I feel like that would have been an easy way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just talk basketball, shit like that. Like, no, we could do a basketball podcast at some way down the line, or sports, you know what I'm saying? But no, I kind of want to talk about music, or I want to talk about me personally, or just interview interesting people. You know, that's kind of why I didn't want to do just a sports show. You know, still to this day, there's people that don't watch the show or listen to the show, and they might think, oh yeah, I know your podcast, you should talk about, I know you should talk about LeBron and them losing and shit like that. Because they think I got a sports show. Because if I say I got a podcast, like, oh, you hoop. So,
Jay Sims.
Yeah,
So,
I know you
gotta be talking about it.
Yeah, we probably talk about it a little bit, but that ain't going to be.
Yeah, it's news. We're going to talk about it because he got swept. But,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? We moving on from that.
Yeah.
You know
See, that's the thing, too. People ask me, like, and y'all got to have this person on your podcast. You got to have this person on my podcast. You got to let me on your podcast. The thing is, bro, we got 5 people on our podcast. It's 5 microphones on my podcast.
Yep.
And bringing another guest on, it take a lot, and we trying to build something with that. See, all the podcasts I'm naming, like we naming all these podcasts, like $1 Million Worth of Game, Drink Champ, shit like that. Them podcasts don't work unless they got a guest. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But then you look at Joe Budden podcast,
and it's only 2 of them too.
yeah.
You know
But then you look at Joe Budden podcast, he ain't got no guests. It's just
he rarely ever get guests.
they built the biggest podcast as just them, they personality.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if they get a guest, that's a plus.
Yeah.
For the audience, you go, oh shit, they got such and such on today. But
That's added numbers. That ain't
we're trying
what we need.
we're trying to build an audience that just fuck with us.
So per se, is that why y'all really moved away from, let's say, the local activities?
That was always what I was trying to stray away from. Like, I'm from Albany, I love Albany, but at the same time, my business model always being like, I want to be the biggest podcast in the world. So I always know, having talks about what's going on in Albany and just basing everything around Albany. How big can you be just in Albany?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we can touch on stuff that's going on if it's serious enough, or if it makes sense, we can big somebody up, shout somebody out. But that ain't what we trying to do. We're not trying to be the Albany podcast. We already that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we was gonna be that regardless. You know what I'm saying? Just from who we are, but that was never my focus. Like, trying to be in Albany, and even when you look at it, it's been like messy stuff happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we had you on, nigga, you like that shit. You like to be in the middle of bullshit.
I wouldn't say I like it. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Leave me alone. You know what I mean? If I don't, like you just said earlier, you ain't been on shit. Well, not on shit, but you been quiet. Ain't nobody been poking at me. You know what I'm saying?
So, like, but even they should say that, right? Like, you was on the show. We talked about some things going on with you, or just talking about things, and then it was people like got mad at like what you said and was trying to like go back and forth with us. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to do that shit though.
Yeah,
Like, because the thing is, bro, like I'm not with. And it's crazy to say, like, I'm not with the internet shit, even though I'm doing shit for the internet.
Yeah.
Like, we're making content, putting it out there for the internet, but, bro, I'm not trying to do no goofy shit. Like, I'm not about to be
I'm not that back and forth guy.
back and forth on the internet shit, bro. I go everywhere in the town, nigga. I go eat everywhere in the town. You'll see me. I might step out places and shit like that. Bro, you can see me around town. Like, you holler at me if you got a problem with me and shit, but we're not gonna do this make a spectacle over the internet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not with that shit. I see why it works, and that's why.
See, that's the difference. That's why I don't mind.
Yeah.
I'm finna still be outside. I'm finna still do all of that. But if you want to get on this internet,
there's so many people that that be having like a problem with what you be doing and what you be saying on the internet. I fully understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you wrong for doing none of that shit. Nothing. I be seeing what you be doing. That ain't what I'm trying to do though. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
but see, it's definitely not for everybody.
It's methods to everybody.
Yeah, it's not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? First of all, you gotta have tough skin because everybody got an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Second of all, you gotta be able to talk that shit and walk it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's like it ain't for everybody. It definitely ain't. You know
See, and that's what I'm saying. Now don't get it twisted, nigga. I'm a professional shit talker. I can talk some shit, but let it be warranted though. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, niggas be picky. Like, if I said some shit about you that was fucked up or something like that,
see, now,
I'm with it.
Now you in my
like, I'm with
lane of why I be going so hard when it look like that.
Fam, you're not about to have this shit turned up because of me going back and forth with you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that I'm not about to do that shit. Like, cause that's what niggas be doing. I swear to God, Joe Jack somebody just did that to Joe Jack yesterday on Facebook, dog. But Joe Jack, shout out to my brother Joe Jack. I told him, like, bro, don't even say nothing. Like, he made a comment and somebody tried to flip the comment like he was talking about them or something like that.
That's
and
how
now next thing you go, you got 50 comments under your post of these people going back and forth, and you ain't even in it. But they did that. You know what I'm saying? That's what they wanted to do, though. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you know, negativity moves faster than positivity anytime.
You know, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just building this podcast. That's the main thing. I'm trying to build it up with our personality. Like, if we talk about anything you can name, from being fathers and parents, from mental health, from niggas snitching to music. We talk about what people watching, series. We might break down a movie. We might.
And also, let me say, people take what I say different
Yeah.
than per se. Like, if you say, like, I said I'm the king. What's the difference of me saying I'm the king and you saying you the supreme pot guy?
Exactly. Yeah. It ain't nothing different.
You know what I'm saying? It's all the confidence in yourself to be like, I'm this. I'm not saying that you're not that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that I'm this.
But that's the same thing.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know, at the end of every episode, I say our slogan is just because they couldn't do it doesn't mean you can't. A lot of people, man, that confidence rub people the wrong way, bro.
It does.
Like you could say you the king of all, like Coda.
Mm-hmm.
I've never in my life, I done been around people like, this nigga say he the king. How the fuck is he the king? I've never in my life been like, how the fuck he think that? Like, oh, that's what's up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He the king. Like, I ain't never heard nobody else say that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can have that. Like,
Exactly.
fam, like, why the fuck how would that rub you the wrong way?
I don't know. It's crazy.
Like, even like this, you know what I'm saying? I could think like if I was a rapper, I could think I'm a way better rapper than you. I could think all this shit. You calling yourself the king of all them, that don't have shit to do with me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, whatsoever. You know
that
what
don't
I'm
have nothing to do with me. Cause like they be like, you think you the king of all them? Bro, it's a made up thing,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying? Like, what do it matter? You know what I'm saying?
Like, I don't think the mayor is the king of. It's not
Exactly.
a real thing, bro.
So
Like,
what type of spin-offs do y'all have from Reason to Doubt? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause like a lot of people be like, you know what I'm saying? Only thing that they see outside of Reason to Doubt is
eliminate.
you know what I'm saying? Eliminate the doubt.
So, with Reason to Doubt, like spin-offs, we have like.
Hold on, one second. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm getting sober. Okay, all right, we back. Okay, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
No, but you know, with spin-offs, right now, man, we trying to build up Reason and Doubt, man. Like, Reason and Doubt podcast, like I said, we've been doing it for 4 years. But shit, we putting our 10,000 hours in, dog. Like in these 4 years, we done had two sold out live podcasts. You know what I'm saying? That's a concept that people don't even understand. Like, bro, we selling tickets for people to come watch us talk shit on the stage. Like, that's a concept
that we never would have thought of was possible when we was kids.
That's a concept that people never even thought of and shit. We done did that twice. We done had, you know what I'm saying, somewhat major. We done had major artists on the show.
So y'all had major artists?
We had major artists. I know I didn't want to disrespect nobody. We done had major artists on the show.
You said somewhat.
No. You know what I'm saying?
That's a slight, but you know, y'all had some major artists.
We done had some major artists on the show.
Ali, Fresco,
Ali, Fresco, Kane, Keywan. I just interviewed DJ Unk the other day.
DJ Unk.
You know,
them all mainstream.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to build this the best way we can. Like, we didn't travel places just to have meetings with people, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't, like I said,
when it's real, you can tell.
Yeah. Like, we just got back from Atlanta. We went to the Black Effect.
Yeah, shout out that. That was one of my questions.
Yeah, we went to
shout out there. How was that experience?
Man, it was dope, man. Just seeing all them black people in one space, like, watching podcasts.
Y'all actually got to sit down and do y'all own.
Yeah, we did like a
show
pitch.
There.
We did like a pitch for iHeart. You know, like we did like basically a mini podcast for iHeart.
Yeah. I seen like some little clips and shit.
Yeah, you know, that was just a dope experience just to see that. You know, get to meet. Like I said, all these podcasts I watch and listen to, you got to meet a lot of those people that we know. You know, meeting people on the inside of Black Effect. You know, just getting notes and, you know, like, from there, we met so many connections.
Watching shit and be like, oh, yeah, I can implement that. I can, you know what I'm saying?
Like it's been people that giving us notes, like, hey, this is what y'all should do. You should change this and stuff like that. And then we're going to come back to the drawing board and shit like that. Like, everything is a going in the right direction. You know, that was just an experience what was much needed. Like, that people might not even do. People might not go. They're like, man, what we gonna go there for? Like, shit like that.
That's like, per se, like a barber that don't go to the barber competitions and barber shows and the barber networking. Like, why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you see the people doing it on the highest level?
On the high, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Why wouldn't you want to
that's
go
like somebody play
and
basketball, you don't watch the NBA.
You know what I mean?
You gotta watch the professionals do it. But, and another thing I realized too, you might think your pod, like I might have thoughts where I'm like, damn, this shit's stagnant. We ain't really going, man, we in there, we like stars though. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's so many people, there's thousands of people there But there's people in there like, man, I want to start a podcast. Or
Exactly.
Man, who are y'all? You know what I'm saying? Cause we walking through that motherfucker, we breathing out merch. We, you know what I'm saying? Yo Jack chains on and we all shit like that. You can tell we a unit. So we got the cameraman with us. Shout out to A Media.
Coming in looking professional.
You know what I'm saying? We met so many other podcasters and different things and just people asking us for advice in the process, you know, so it's so much things that came from that. It was just a dope experience.
Yeah. That's like being an artist too, per se. Like when we like especially in your hometown. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't. You gotta have that self-confidence because a lot of people don't just give it to you. Like, oh yeah, dude, that's good, that's good. You know, especially when you, like me per se, in a lot of controversy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta go above and beyond for them to be like, okay, that was tight.
Yeah.
You know, and then somebody else, they just do something simple, and you know.
See, and that be the thing though too.
You know
Like, that's one thing with this shit, man. We ain't doing it. We ain't doing this for
praise per se.
praise from all. You know what I'm saying? That's what people don't understand. I love y'all, but it's like you can't really tell me.
It's only 26,000 people.
Yeah, and you can't tell me like what to do. Like I remember I was interviewing. I did interview DJ Unk, and after I interviewed him, it was somebody there was like, "Well, you should have asked me how you fall off, or like how I feel when you like lost all your money or some shit." You want me to embarrass this man and go viral or some shit, bro? I'm not with that. Like
some clickbait ass.
like you know what I'm saying? That might be a faster way to get it, like to get to where we're going. You know what I'm saying? Being popular might go viral or some shit like that.
Losing a friend or a per se. Or
Yeah, it's bro, but I'm not just
step.
in the. I take the steps. I ain't gotta take the elevator. Like I take the steps. If it's a long way, I'll take the steps to get there. I'm not about to disrespect nobody. Like you know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
I know legend like DJ.
I'm sitting down and interviewing them. What's the price? If I
Especially
feel like I
that would make you look like a certain type of person too.
I ain't on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like he been where a lot of people trying to get to.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I just respect people, man. You know.
But you're a historian though. You like to
Exactly.
do research and everything. So you respect the older generation anyway.
See, I respect everybody I interview though. Like anybody I have on my platform, I'm gonna respect them as such. Like
I don't know if y'all respected me or not.
I respect. I was
Not
asking,
just
but
playing.
no, but if you really look back on that interview,
It was
I
a
would-
good interview.
I you know what I'm saying. I just didn't ask you random shit. I knew I'm asking you about your music and shit because I actually prepped for that interview. You know what I'm saying? Like I show everybody the utmost respect. Like we done interviewed people that just started a podcast, nigga, 2 episodes in or something like that. We done had them on our platform
Exactly.
and shit. I listened to them niggas 2 episodes though. You know what I'm saying?
So,
Do something about
is
it.
it somebody that you wouldn't interview?
Oh, that's a lot of people I wouldn't.
Like just for
It could just be their
I don't want
energy
it
and
to
their
sound
vibe.
messy. Like,
No, it could just be their vibe, or if you come like if you trying to get okay. Right now at this level we at on the podcast, we building up still. So it's like at this point, if they got some type of name or something like that, or if they ever had brought something to the culture,
If it makes sense.
I would interview, you know what I'm saying, 90% of people. You know what I'm saying? But like local people and stuff like that, you might just want to come on there just to have some bad energy or some shit like that. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? But it is some people I wouldn't interview. Like I wouldn't interview me personally. I wouldn't interview Charleston White. I don't like this. You know what I'm saying? But my nigga Juice.
That was kind of, I was gonna count it.
Somebody on the network would though,
Yeah.
and I produced the show.
Yeah.
I sit back. I wouldn't want to have a conversation.
Why you don't
with
like?
them.
Well, that's another story. But why you don't like Charleston White?
I ain't with.
When we here.
So like, people would say, "Oh, that makes sense." You know what I'm saying? Like that makes sense. Like what he's saying or something like that, right?
Yeah.
But you just before you got to the point that made sense,
Yeah.
you just disrespected 5 dead people. You told.
They mama.
You talking about
all that shit.
rape a baby, a Chinese baby
Yeah,
and shit.
wow.
He say a whole bunch of ignorant shit to get to the point though. Like I'm cool on that shit. That ain't what's gonna work though. That ain't what's gonna get the message through to these people that need help. Like you full of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So shit like that, like
He definitely be
nonsense
having
like
good
that.
points and, you know what I'm saying? He be having 10 bad points, but then he, you know what I'm saying, hit you and you're like, okay.
Yeah.
But no, so what's the hardest thing about podcasting so far?
Consistency. You gotta stay consistent in this shit. You gotta look at it, you know, whether that he drop an episode and they get 1,000 listens and 10,000 views, or if it gets 12 listens and 8 views and shit like that.
You gotta be ready to do it like it went platinum.
You just gotta keep doing it though. Keep pushing it and believing what you're doing. Like consistency is the key. Like it's so many people that be like, man, I'm gonna start a podcast too and shit. First thing I tell them, do it.
Mm-hmm.
If you need my help, I'll help you do it and everything like that.
Let you know how to get started, all that good shit.
But I know for a fact, like you probably gonna do it for a week and never do it again though, because how you gonna react? How you gonna react when ain't nobody listening to this?
And especially not easy and per se. I give y'all props for having 4 to 5 people consistent, being there every week consistently, showing up with material consistently. Because even doing a research for the next week and living your life, it ain't easy. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody got a family. Everybody got stuff to be doing. That's the hardest thing.
It ain't like we like Noriega and them, and we ain't gotta go to work and do this and do that. No, we gotta go clock in, clock out, clock in, clock. You know what I'm saying?
And still make this like the main thing. Like still make it the main focus. So that's just the hardest thing about it, man. And just being consistent and not being like getting discouraged with this shit. Because like I said, I remember the first episode, bro. First episode we did. Me, Stino, KD, we dropped that motherfucker 5,000. It was like 500 listens in one day.
Crazy.
It went crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh yeah, this shit gonna be easy. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah. Let me tell y'all, the average podcast, and it's million. It's a million podcasts. They say
a million.
They say it's 400. Right now, Apple Podcasts is 250,000 get started every week.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? They stop
but
after 2
but
weeks.
how many lead to them?
Yeah,
So,
you know what I'm saying? But an average podcast do 30 listens a week. That's the average. 30 listens. So we did and I'm doing the research before. So I did the first episode I dropped. We had 500 in a day. 500 listens in a day. Motherfuckers wanted to see what we was talking about.
The whole town listened.
So like that, but check it out.
The whole town of niggas.
But then the next week, it's about 200 people. I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? The next week, it's about 80
down
people.
And down and down.
The next
and
week,
down.
now we at average 40 people a week, just like that little average and shit. So what you gonna do when it's 40 people a week for 10 weeks straight? You know what I'm saying? And then now you gotta figure out. You gotta find the audience. You gotta start promoting. You gotta start.
What I gotta do to get food?
You gotta figure
50.
it out.
I mean,
But most people are just gonna say, man, fuck this shit. It ain't bringing me no bread. It ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stop. But that's the people that don't do their research, bro. When you doing this shit, you gotta figure out how to make money off it. It's a business at the end of the day. You just wanna have fun, talk shit with your friends.
Business ain't successful in 5 years.
Yeah. You want to talk shit with your friends and just have fun like that, you can do that. But with Reason It Out, man, I always look at it from a business day one. We done have multiple major sponsorships, not brand deals with people like, we done have multiple of them too. Get a promo code, like post this on your IG and stuff. That's a business too. But we done have partnerships with major companies, you know what I'm saying? Manscaped, BLK Water, you know what I'm saying? Goldie. We done had these are people that cut us
actually
checks.
talk to.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Better help. You know what I'm saying? Like we done had major sponsorships with these people. And it's just like from day one I always look at it as a business, how we gonna make money off this. You know what I'm saying? And
merch.
The merch. You know what I'm saying?
I hope you brought me a hat.
I got you, you know what I'm saying? We got the Reason It Out her. You know what I'm saying? Merch, tees. Anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, all of us are entrepreneurs in our own right. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Juice.
Yep. Shout out to Joe Jack. I got one of those.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't got nothing. What Juice got? I ain't got nothing. Oh, yeah, he got the juice. He got the juice.
Juice got Juice Lemonade. He got a partnership with a company, Retro Worldwide. You know, Juice is a hustler.
He's a young boy.
You know what I'm saying? He bring that young shit to our shit. You know, Stino. Get that water. He got the most popular brand around this motherfucker. You can't go to the grocery store.
KD.
KD, Harley Fresh. You know what I'm saying?
KD got something?
KD an entrepreneur. KD got his own business though. Like KD work for himself. He don't work for nobody.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, so
okay.
it's just
KD, you need some merch though, my
yeah.
guy. You need something. You know
Fresh
what I'm
60
saying?
merch on the way.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You need something to pop out. You know what I'm saying?
But all of us coming together, you know what I'm saying, forming like Voltron, you know, like bringing our shit together and just keep building, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. All these people want to start a podcast and do that, but when your shit got that, you and only 10 people listen to your shit, are you gonna quit? Or are you gonna go get new listeners?
Like you said, not just 1 week.
Yeah.
You thought you done turned up this week, and only 10 people listening.
Yeah. Or we might have
You know
a
what I'm
guest.
saying?
We might have had Marvin A on, and then people that fuck with Marvin A clicked on our shit. So now it's like we got a little up.
Mm-hmm.
But when you interview people, you get some of
You don't want to try to take that and go get another guest.
Yeah.
Because then, like you said earlier, you stuck on getting another guest, getting another
You
guest,
can't
getting
do
another.
all that
You
shit.
know
But
what I'm
even that, let's try to keep some of Marvin A fans with us though. They might have fucked with they just, you know what I'm saying, they fuck with Marvin A, listen, but be
You gotta
entertaining.
try to take some pointers of what we do at this episode that we can try to.
You gotta pay attention to all that shit
Right.
though. And that's the hardest part though, man. Just trying to make it an entertaining show, learning about it, like right, changing the aesthetics of like the set, how shit look. Like you gotta think about it in all that shit though. The sound quality. That's something I think if you were listening to the first 100 episodes and now you listen to our shit now, you could just hear the difference in our sound quality. The different microphones we use. You know, it's just all that shit coming, but we learn on the fly. And I just like it. But like I said, man, it's a good book called The Outliers. And it's talk about like getting your 10,000 hours in. Like to be great, and you gotta put 10,000 hours in.
At anything.
So that's what I look like we doing. You know, we go down to the Black Effect Podcast. Like I said, we met some important people, and they gave us notes. They've been checking. They've been watching it ever since. You know what I'm saying? Every week they listening and watching. They giving us notes. Hey man, y'all do this, y'all do that.
Y'all drop on both YouTube and.
Yeah, and that's the thing about podcasts. People don't even realize the audio and shit that's the most important thing. You know what I'm saying? Like
You drop that 15 different places.
you know what I'm saying? Our audio is way bigger than our YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We built our audio up first. We found our fan base and everything. Our loyal listeners, they come from our audio. That YouTube shit is different. Facebook is different.
YouTube is
Instagram is
YouTube
different.
is the youngies.
You know what I'm saying? But it's still a way you gotta use all of it, and we're gonna figure it out. Whether you know what I'm saying, we do skits, we do all type of shit. We just try to be creative.
Yeah, I was gonna ask y'all
we
do the behind the scenes shit. That was dope. You know what I'm saying? When y'all gonna do more of that stuff?
See, that's just come with it, man. Come with time, like we and
I ain't even saying per se that. You know, I'm harkening still on the same of the spinoff shit.
you know.
Like,
We like skits. Like we do a lot of skits. You know, like trying to make fun of different things. Stuff. That's just something that we just gotta keep doing.
Yeah,
it's just you gotta just keep coming with them ideas and being creative with it. You know, and it's hard, like you said. We gotta have more time to do it. You know, that stuff takes time and production. So we might only have time to shoot the episode on Sunday. We ain't got time to film another skit. Anything like that.
You gotta make sure you do the pod on Sunday.
Yeah, so it's just a lot to win, but definitely, Reason Doubt about to turn up so much. We got so much in the tuck that we haven't even put out. You know what I'm saying? From doing things with us. Shout out to Fresco Kane. We got some shit coming up with him.
Fresco.
A lot of artists in St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? We've been dealing with. You know, and people just need to realize, man, the St. Louis is it's almost on the rise
That's
for
all
another
Breeze
come up.
Brothers.
But they on the come up for another ride. You see the girl Sexy Red. Did a song with Nicki Minaj, dog. Like you know what I'm saying?
Signed with her?
Yeah, I don't know if she signed. She did
But
a
she
song
got the
with
feature.
her. They got the feature though. You know what I'm
What's
saying?
her name? Big Boss Vet.
Like it's the girls taking over, but at the same time, bro, everybody get a shot. And if you keep on doing something, you consistent in something, you gonna get your shot.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like I look at it, man. Reason Doubt is already a success locally. You know what I'm saying?
In its own right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of people that would just be happy with that, but I want way more. Like I want other podcasts.
Supreme Pod Guy. You know what I mean? Because at first you was just J Sim. You know what I'm saying? You didn't coin nothing. You know what I mean? Nothing, and then all of a sudden, bam.
Yeah.
This what it is.
See, my name always gonna be J Sim, but we just always talking. I forgot who said it. We was just making a joke, and I was like, damn, you act like you the. Like I was talking like you act like you know everything. You was a pie guy or something like you know everything about this shit.
It's in their clique.
And I'm like, damn, okay, pie guy, shit like that. But you know, Supreme came from, you know, studying. You know, I study like Islam and things like that. You know what I'm saying? 5%. You know, it came from like from that Supreme, from being a supreme being. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. And I was just a little nickname to myself, like big in my. You give yourself affirmations, like affirmations, and I'm calling myself king or something like that.
Yeah, that's
and shit like that. It came from that.
Yeah,
you know, and it was just something.
I didn't expect nobody would be mad that I called myself.
Yeah,
because it was cool at first, really, honestly.
Yeah, but, and it started as a joke, you know, and then I'm damn near saying it like to my friends and shit like that, and it was a dude. Shout out to my nigga Ace. He was helping with the show at the time, and he was just like, you should make that your Instagram name, like Supreme Pie Guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right. Yeah, I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I think I had it on the Instagram.
It's dope, too.
I had
it ain't no other one.
Exactly. You know, you want to be original.
You want to be, yeah.
And ever since I did that, bro, like, my Instagram followers went up crazy.
Yeah, because it ain't
all
no
that shit, because
other one.
everybody like.
I don't got to go find 1,012 J Sims.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you might be J Sims in all. You might be the only J Sims in all.
Yeah, but that's a common name.
But you're
know
definitely not the only J Sims in the world.
Exactly.
It's 100,000 if I go put in J Sims.
Yeah.
But if I go look up the Supreme Pie Guy,
yeah, you can find it. You know, and
yeah,
that's what
popping up.
Marketing too. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I said. Like you gotta always just have marketing. Like you just think of like even if you think of the Supreme logo, it's nowadays it's like a visible logo and shit like that. Like I might. You say Supreme, I might put the Supreme Pie Guy. Now I got it looking like the Supreme logo. It's just something to just catch your eye. And it's like you just say, you called yourself colder. Like I'm calling myself the Supreme Pie Guy. My Instagram say, Guy's favorite podcaster. I call Reason and Doubt Guy's favorite podcast. Like people like, who the fuck y'all think y'all is?
Yeah.
Who you think you are? Like you.
That confidence already.
I don't even know this nigga. Like who is he? You know what I'm saying? And then people get to looking like. Oh, you got part they do putting in work and shit. Oh, I'm gonna follow you, and it just happens like that. You just see like,
because some people do like that confidence.
Yeah, it's just you know I always got confidence in myself, so that's where it comes from, you know. But it was just
173 episodes. How many guests you might have had? Hold on, real quick. Let's make sure we still recording. All right, we still juiced.
Out of 170,
I'm gonna ask that again because I'm gonna cut it there. All right. Out of 173 episodes, you said, right? How many guests y'all got?
Probably had about 100, probably 40 guests, maybe.
40? Damn, I wouldn't have said that.
I could say we had 40 guests, probably.
Yeah, okay.
What if I add the Eliminate the Doubts? Because all right, so Eliminate the Doubt is basically
but that's a guest-oriented podcast.
Yeah.
So without that, how many have reason to doubt?
Maybe 25 guests.
Yeah, okay.
But like I said, that's not what I'm trying to do. Reason to Doubt podcast is for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want the audience to fall in love with these 5 young men and their opinions on how they see the world. That's what Reason to Doubt podcast is. That's what that's for. Now, if we have guests on there, it's just because we want to get it, just spice it up.
Exactly.
But that's what I want people to fall in love with us. That's the main objective of the show.
So that's why, acting off of that was what I want to know was, out of those, what was your favorite guest?
My favorite guest?
Not the Eliminate the Doubt, Reason to Doubt.
I would say Keywan from the St. Lunatics. And I say that.
That show was with.
That was like that's our biggest show to date. And also, it was just insight, you know what I'm saying? That was the first celebrity we had, you know what I'm saying? And it was just insight, like, man, if you grew up in this area, Country Grammar, St. Louis, St. Lunatics, bro, that was the time, it's an era, you know what I'm saying? Like, we hearing them stories, and I could say that's a friend of mine now from that episode, you know. We had him on twice. But the first episode, that was the best one too. And just learning
I
how
think I
to.
seen both. He came on with somebody, didn't he, the second time?
No, he was by himself. He was by himself both
I
times.
seen the first one for sure. I
Yeah,
don't know if
yeah.
I seen
The second time, yeah. But the first one, we got the backstory on
Yeah, the first
Kip
one was
Drill
lit.
video.
Yeah, the first one was lit. I watched that whole episode.
Just
Like,
hearing-
okay, this lit. You know what
yeah.
I mean?
And that was like
just
the-
because, like you said, if you've been in this, if you lived in this generation from the Nelly shit.
Yep.
That's interesting. As
Yeah.
fuck.
And then Ali, he's like a big brother to me now. So like, I talk to Ali a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like we had him on a show once, and then we had I had him on Limited Doubt also. But just making these connections and meeting these people, you know what I'm saying, that you grew up on, is dope. And it's a thing, doing this shit, you got thick skin and you can't get down with shit. Bro, I done had conversations with, I can tell you off camera, off and shit like that, legends, and they didn't confirm, like, okay, yeah, we're gonna do the show. Then they back out at the last minute, stuff like
yeah,
that.
you
And
already
that happens so much.
You already know
So-
how that goes. You just gotta keep trucking.
Yeah.
They'll spin the block or whatever, however, if not,
Yeah.
oh well.
Yeah, but it's just been, that's probably my favorite guest though, Key One.
Yeah. Shout out Key One, man. Shout out Key One, man. So, what would be your ultimate guess? You know what I'm saying? Like, you hit him up, he said, yeah. Oh, the whole pod lit from the young bull
Who
to,
I want to interview?
you know what I'm saying?
Because people did, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole bunch of people that passed away that I probably want. I would say Hov, man. Jay-Z, like, that's got people that know me, that's like a cliche answer, but that's somebody that don't talk a lot. That you don't
Definitely
hear
don't.
from a lot, and he just got game to give you, and it's just stories, you know.
When you hear him talk, he definitely think before he speaks.
Yeah. And you know, with this shit though, I want to interview people that they might not be super popular to the world, even though I would.
Yeah,
like
that's
to
why I
do
said
that.
your ultimate guess.
But like,
I'm
I'm about to start doing some things, right? I tell you, like, I want to interview everybody that has something to do with Rockefeller. That's my favorite like
Exactly,
group
yeah.
of music. So like, I'm about to start with.
Reaching out to him, getting it.
But no, I'm already starting the process. You're gonna see me interviewing engineers, producers, you know what I'm saying, the Young Guns, the Freeway, and stuff like that, and hopefully build my way up where it's gonna go to Dame and
You putting that work in.
you know what I'm saying. It's gonna go from that. But that's the type of shit I'm into. Like, I'm gonna interview majority of
But
the
at least
cast.
you know you can't just be like, I'm automatically finna go for Hov or Dame. Or,
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
But it's like you gotta put the work in.
no,
and
let me
shit.
get Christian Neef.
Yeah, it's
You know what
gonna
I'm saying?
start. It's
Let
gonna
me get-
start
you know what I'm
from
saying?
there. But I want to interview people that I'm a fan of, and that people that kind of raised me. You know what I'm saying? I'm interviewing coming up a couple people like cast off The Wire. The Wire is my favorite TV show ever. I'm gonna be interviewing people that was on that show. You know what I'm saying?
Asking your questions that you always wanted
I
to.
always wanted to know. And,
You know what I'm saying?
and if you're a fan of The Wire, you're gonna appreciate it. But even if you wasn't, you might appreciate it. And I'm gonna check that shit out. I might have never seen it. So
Exactly.
that's kind of what I'm into.
dope.
Also, I want to be a voice of the new people too. Like I want to interview everybody, but with this, I want to talk to people I want to talk to.
Okay. So out of all the members of the Region of Dogcast, who's your favorite member?
My favorite. I ain't got no favorite.
You got a favorite. You definitely got a favorite. When you was talking about Joe Jack, that's my brother. You know what I'm saying?
But it's like that's why I said I ain't got no favorite because like
of course they all y'all brothers.
But it's
You know
just,
what I'm saying?
it's just I don't know, man.
Who you kicking with the most?
We all tight, man. That's what I'm saying. Like
But
it's
you
hard,
know,
to
y'all,
say.
like,
We
y'all-
a crew, like
So when
reach out, like we a crew for real.
so
though.
when
Like,
one of y'all go out, all y'all go out.
a lot of times, like you gonna
So when you call Joe Jack and be like, Joe Jack, we finna go to the, you know what I'm saying?
you going.
Then y'all hit the group chat or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay.
Like you gonna see it's like Juice's birthday coming up. You know
That's
what
a
I'm saying?
birthday.
No, but I'm just saying. But we don't.
I mean, it's Saturday.
Well,
When
we-
I don't feel too good, I'm finna go. You know what I'm saying? Who the first one you hit?
I'm with the group chat. Just like they gonna do.
What if the group chat wasn't there? Who would be the first?
See, that's what I'm saying. We not like that though. That's what I'm saying.
Alright, you ain't
It's-
gonna
it's hard- no, but it's hard.
immediate train.
No, but it's hard to say, bro. We don't really.
Would
just
you
be out
ever
like that.
sign?
Sign like with a
sign a publishing deal
Yeah.
for a reason to doubt.
For sure. Yeah, because you just gotta think, you gotta be able to negotiate the terms you want. You gotta think where you coming from, man. Like, we come out of all Illinois, we not famous. You know what I'm saying? So we might have to partner with a company to give a little up to help them blow us up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you can always negotiate your terms. Like, people, it's business. So yeah, we might just give our audio and keep our YouTube, or we might just do that. And just only do it for 6 months to a year or something.
Keep your intellectual property.
Yeah, always keep our IP, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's ways to do it. Like, people doing this shit, like, Reason of Doubt is a trademark name. The Doubt is trademark. Supreme Pie Guy, that name is trademark. You know what I'm saying? Like, all this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's business at the end of the day. Like, it's a podcast, it's another podcast called Reason to Doubt. Like, I'm about to sue them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm letting them live, but it's like, yeah, people be searching Reason to Doubt, and that might pop up. So
exactly.
We got to get rid of that. But it's just business. So most definitely, I'm not looking to do that. But if it happens that way, it might happen that way.
So I see you got the blue check. You know what I'm saying? On your shit. What made you? Because a lot of people hate on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't disagree.
With my IG, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're getting the blue check. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying for the blue check. But I'm gonna let you give how you feel.
How I look at it, right?
Why, you know what I'm saying? Why did you get in and how?
Okay.
How you look at it?
How I look at it, right? I was like, man, I'm not about to do that. Like, they want me to pay for the blue check. So when I first heard about it, I'm like, all right, I don't know about that. But I already was getting paid from Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't have a regular Instagram. I got a business Instagram.
Yeah, you don't need the blue check to get paid.
Yeah, I got
need motion.
Like, I was already receiving monthly. I get monthly checks off my Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Been doing that for probably a year now. You know what I'm saying? So I just looked at it like, it's gonna just cause more emotion for my page. You know what I'm saying? Like, the blue check, bro, since I got the blue check, I probably had it for a month. I've got over 1,000 more followers and shit from just having the blue check. When I send people DMs and when I comment, they gonna see it because of the blue check.
More likes.
It's just business though. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
If it wasn't beneficial, I wouldn't have got it though. But I talked to somebody and they was like, you should do that because still everybody can't do it. Mm-hmm. Like, everybody just still can't buy a blue check. Like, you gotta be a certain person to even be offered to even do it.
You know what I'm saying?
So that's what I'm saying. That's why I look like it just makes sense. It makes sense for what I'm doing.
It makes you look more official.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I got a podcast I'm trying to build, so it just makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
If I was just boo-boo off the street, like nigga that worked at, if I just worked at the warehouse and I just was like, there's no point, why would I get a blue check? But It makes sense for my business. I didn't have a podcast, I wouldn't have did it. But I got a podcast, right? I got something that I'm trying to offer to people. So why wouldn't I want to look more official? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, definitely.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
But
work,
you know,
it's
people gonna hate, you know.
Yeah.
People gonna say definitely. But you even the hater, do you got, I don't know how much, $15 a month?
Hey,
You know
something
what I'm saying?
like that.
Something like that. Motherfucker you don't even got that.
But I tell you like
You know
that,
what I'm
even
saying?
that, I don't pay for my blue check. They take that $15 a month out of the money they was gonna pay me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So it
like,
makes sense anyway.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like basically every month, Instagram, Meta or whatever, they gonna send me some money. They gonna deduct.
But
that
they're not
50.
gonna send you shit. If they owe you.
Yeah,
I mean, if you owe them.
If I owe them, I
gonna
guess I'll pay them. But
Yeah.
how my Instagram work? The money I'm gonna make from Instagram, just take their little 15. Like, that's how that shit go. See, that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of shit that come with this social media shit. It's all a game, man. None of that shit is real. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta figure out how to finesse it though.
I might have to clip that part right there.
Like, none of
You know
that
what
shit
I'm
is
saying?
though. You gotta learn how to finesse that shit, dog.
All right, man. So
Learn how to make money off of the shit that you do,
off
man.
of everything.
Yeah, like
Everything you do, damn near, you should be making money off of. But you know, you more than a podcaster. Also, like we were saying earlier, we know you, Jason, from basketball. So we gotta talk a little basketball.
Yeah, I'm with
You
it.
know
I'm
what
with it.
I'm
I'm with
saying?
it.
So, we're gonna talk about who is the hardest person Jay Sims ever had to guard.
Lil Danny.
That's period in your whole Lil Danny.
No, Lil Danny's not the hardest person I ever did. I had to guard,
Yeah,
probably my Jason Tatum.
you had to go. You had to put. Well, you was in the what's the name?
I mean, but it's a lot of. I mean, Jason. I guess like the best player I ever played against probably would be Jason Tatum.
If you played against Jason Tatum, that would be the best player.
Not necessarily. No, I mean,
it ain't too many niggas better than JT.
like I said, I talked about my brother Alvin. My brother Alvin, he played in the NBA.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
that's
But,
tight. He hard.
no, but I'm trying to explain to you.
He ain't putting up 50.
There's a lot of politics when it comes to that shit.
It definitely is.
So what I'm saying is, I've seen my brother destroy NBA All-Stars. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've seen it in person.
True.
So
He
it's
might
like,
not have had the attitude that some person like.
it's just so many, it's just so much shit to go with playing in the NBA. You just might not get your shot. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I'm saying. So I can't just say, even though Jason Tatum probably is the best player I've played, I can't say that Jason Tatum would have killed my brother like back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, and I want, shout out to Lil Danny, I wanted to shout out Lil Danny, but like,
That was gonna be my next one.
Lil
The hardest local.
Lil Danny is like the truth. Like, he's somebody that made me better in basketball.
Lil
You know
Danny,
what I'm saying?
Danny the Beast.
My whole life. I'm tall as I gotta play against Danny. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. When I felt like I could score on Danny and shit like that, and hoop with it, compete, I'm like, oh, can't nobody fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? So that's somebody locally that do. But let's put it this way. My brother came to Alton one day, like for a weekend or some shit. We having these games. I'm playing a little Danny. We playing for money. We do all these crazy competitive games and shit like that. We played 2-on-2. It was me and my brother versus Lil Danny and Marlo back in the day. We beat them like 15-1. Like my brother had 14 out
I was
of
gonna
15.
say your brother
Like it's just a different level. Like this
He
is
was
when he
playing
was
in the NBA,
still
yeah,
played overseas.
He knows
He
tricks
was
and trades. He knows
it's
footwork
shit
crazy.
Is,
all
shit
that
is different though. You know what I'm saying? So
There's a difference being playing in the NBA and being a Salute Park legend.
exactly. You know
It's
what
a
I'm saying?
total
So that's what I'm saying. It's hard to say. Like I can guess I'll say Jason Tatum, but I done played against a lot of great. I done played against Bradley Beal. I done played against Pat McCall. Like these NBA people, but even just local people in St. Louis and shit. I done played against
Pat McCall, yeah, he NBA.
Yeah, and I play, but just people that's not in the NBA, just legends like D Miles and all these shit. Like I done played it. I done seen it all, bro.
What was your best high school game?
My best high school game. I say this. In the when I was in high school, I won MVP of the Centralia tournament. That's like one of the biggest holiday tournaments in Illinois. You know what I'm saying? And Alton's only won that tournament. They've been playing it for 40 years. They only won it like 3 times.
Damn.
And I won my team. We
won
won it twice.
won.
We won it twice when I was in high school. Lost the championship. We could have won it 3 years in a row. But I won the MVP of that tournament. And in them 4 games, I scored like 90 points and shot like 86% from the field in 4 games. So I would just say like,
You said that was your best stretch. per se.
yeah, like 'cause, I
High
mean
school.
the most points I ever scored in high school probably like 30, 28 or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
What was your biggest numbers?
In high school, that's what I'm saying. I don't know, like 28, 30, something like that in high school.
Never no triple double type.
Nah, college is like what I was putting up big numbers.
Yeah, that was gonna be my next.
Yeah,
one.
but in high school, I was my junior and senior year. My junior year, I was good, like 3rd team all conference. My senior year, I was 1st team all conference. I was all state. Like I really.
You didn't start freshman.
No, freshman. So I got hurt my freshman year. I fucked my knee up. I didn't play. I played 1 game my whole freshman year.
Damn.
My sophomore year was like, you one of them kids dressing varsity and shit, and they ain't getting to play, killing on JV and shit. But then my junior and senior year, I like blossomed. My senior year, I really got a shot. You know what I'm saying?
You
Like
got a full ride, didn't you?
yeah. So, but in high school, I had a successful high school career,
Mm-hmm.
and all that shit. 1st team, all local, the news, all that shit. All the accolades you can get locally, I got them. You know what I'm
Who the
saying?
best Alton player
Ever?
ever? men's, because, you know, we got
Ruben Colo.
Ruben?
Ruben Colo.
Ruben was a beast.
Ruben Colo.
Ruben definitely.
He had 27 points in high school.
That boy was
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't speak on Larry Boo. Larry Boo the best Auburn player. But I never seen Larry Boo play.
I don't know his numbers.
I never seen Spruce play. Like, Larry Boo went to Illinois. They say Spruce damn near averaged 30. But Ruben, we can say everybody who's the truth. Like, it's so many great players play for Auburn. Kavine.
I was going to say your top 5. Top 5 Auburn basketball players.
Kavine
Lacey.
I'm going to exclude myself.
Yeah, exclude yourself, yeah.
Kavine Lacey. Ruben Colo. This gonna be a clip for you, nigga. I'm about to leave niggas out. I didn't see niggas. Like I said, I didn't grow up in Auburn. So when I first moved to Auburn, like I didn't see the team that went to state. I never seen them play. Shit like that. So I can't really speak on.
So you ain't seen the what the team Mike Stockton was on?
Yeah, I don't want to judge them off the one state game I seen them play here. You know what I'm saying? But so Kavine, Ruben. Renzo
Taylor?
Renzo Taylor.
That was one nigga, yeah, I bet, yeah.
Renzo.
I ain't really seen Renzo play after middle school.
Yeah, but he got way better. So you ain't even never seen.
Yeah, I never really
got way
seen,
better.
You know
you can't get like
but I knew he was.
Renzo
was crazy.
Renzo another person. Renzo another person that got me better. Man. Got me a lot better. But Renzo.
You never played against D-Hub?
Shout out to D-Hub, man. That's my brother, man.
Killer, man.
Shout out to D-Hub. That's my nigga, man.
Hub a killer, man. Hub a killer.
Man, that's funny you said. We were just talking about D-Hub saying, like, why Coach Bennett ain't let him play on the team. Because, like, D-Hub was like a man. D-Hub was like a manager on the team. Like, he was a manager. But, like, he was better
one of the best players.
Better than niggas on the team, though. Like, he ain't let him play. But, so
you said Ruben.
Kavine,
Zoe.
I'm gonna go with Steen, and Dex, man, 3 Dex.
Dex, shout out Dex.
You know what I'm saying? That's my top 5. That's my top 5.
He had to pull the short guy out there. Dex my height.
Truth though, hard over height, man.
Yeah,
Truth. But man, there's been so many good players, man. The younger players, man. Shit, you got Poppy, Jan, Tyon.
Look, he trying to hedge his bets, man.
No, but they're my 5. Don't get it twisted. and I say it even more, nigga. My senior, we got the best team ever.
What's your senior year?
My senior year,
What y'all 07, 8?
07. My senior 07. We the first team to win the conference since 1980. Go look at the banner. 2017, only team to do that. You know, so.
Listen,
we
like,
got school
always
record.
get there and never win the ship.
It's high school though. It's like you lose one and done. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. Like that's what I said. We underachieved. You know what I'm saying? We lost in sectionals and shit. But still with that, school record 3 years in a row, 27 wins, we 27-4, 27-5. Okay. Still got the best record ever in school history. You know what I'm saying? Can't take that from me.
I guess I would be biased. I would say that Mike Stockton and them team.
I ain't mad. This is a debate.
Even though I seen the niggas get dunked on by D Miles, but
that's D Miles.
That's D Miles. You know what I'm saying? That nigga broke the rim. You know
See, I like that too. But that shit used to give me pump. Like back when I used to hoop a lot.
And that little point guard, who that point guard? He didn't even go to the league or nothing. But whoever that point guard was on the
Oh, D Miles was there?
Yeah.
That was Boom. I think it's Boom.
That boy was crazy that game.
Yeah. Right. But it's just basketball, man. It's always gonna be competitive. People always. I'm a realist though, man. I try to be as unbiased as I can. I'm debating like my team the best and shit because I just know I can only go off of what we did. You know what I'm saying? And once we actually played against other people and shit like that, bro, we did damage. Like my crew that hooped and shit, like we did that. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? You know you got to get that basketball talk. So, who's your favorite basketball player?
My favorite basketball player is Allen Iverson.
Mm-hmm.
That's somebody.
That's the GOAT.
I think Allen Iverson is the most influential athlete of all time in all sports, all everything. Like
I can agree with that.
That's how people just letting people be
To the whole
themselves.
then how the whole NBA looked today.
The whole NFL, everybody. Nobody had tattoos and
Right. Nobody
jewelry.
had,
Nobody was
swag.
nobody was they self. You know what I'm saying?
They had the button tie, all that.
So Allen Iverson is my favorite basketball player of all time. Who's the greatest basketball player of all time? Michael Jordan.
That beats with LeBron, Michael Jordan.
Yeah. But see, this is another thing too. Like I do a podcast, I debate shit. We argue about stuff all the time. I'm not one of them niggas that gonna try to convince you. Like you say LeBron, I'm not trying to convince you that Michael Jordan's better than him. I think Michael Jordan's better than him. And it's not a crazy argument for you to say LeBron James is the greatest. Like the numbers show like
Jordan is the greatest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
it's
LeBron is the best basketball.
Like I would just argue. It offend me if I you say some wild shit though. Like you be like James Harden the greatest. Now I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? But if you say LeBron's the greatest, if you say LeBron's the greatest, you say Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Kobe. Like if you say these niggas is the greatest, like and you ain't crazy for thinking that.
All right. People say that they don't see y'all. Let me see what's the word is. Endorsing, you know what I'm saying, local artists besides Money the Plug. Why is that?
People say that? Money the Plug.
Shout out Money the Plug.
Shout out Money the Plug. Shout out to Unknown.
Shout out Unknown.
Unknown is like my brother. That's like my little brother for real, you know what I'm saying? And so is Money the Plug, you know, but it started from that relationship, you know what I'm saying? Because Unknown, before A Media, you know, Unknown was our first actually, you know what I'm saying, videographer.
Unknown was the
like
shooter.
That. He was the shooter, you know what I'm saying, for the show. He helped us out a lot. And just being around that, watching it grow. Like I said, man, I see Money the Plug's work ethic, dog. I've been in the studio with him. I see how he knocks songs out. I see how much better he got. I see how serious he takes.
I've been next door to him for a while, so
you know what I'm saying. I know you've seen it. Like he actually worked. And you just hear it from when he first started. You know what I'm saying. You see the work he put in. I'm a fan of that, bro. Like I don't really be seeing nobody else work like that. Like with you. I didn't know you before I started doing the podcast and shit. We didn't know, like we knew of each other, but we didn't know each other. We never had a conversation.
Never had a crossing, really.
Yeah,
I don't play basketball.
But even, you know what I'm saying? But
I watched a little bit.
But watching you and just watching you putting songs out, shit like that, you looking like that nigga got a lot of music and shit like that. Or you just every day you promoting your shit and stuff like that. That's what made me have a liking to you and your music. Like, when I'm the biggest fan of your music now, I support the way you work. That's why I support Money the Plug more than I support other people.
You support his grind.
His grind is what's doing it. And other people, like, I don't be seeing that shit. And maybe I'm missing it.
You ain't missing it.
Exactly. I don't think I'm missing it, but maybe I'm missing it.
You ain't missing it.
But that's the reason why.
Maybe, let me shout out TNTJ Bands.
Most definitely. I fuck with him. I done shouted him out on the show before. You know what I'm saying? Because he be working. He be working. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm somebody that love music, dog. All genres, all kinds of music too. I listen to everything, and all these local niggas from all, I've listened to a lot of y'all music, and I don't like really be impressed, and I don't know you niggas, and I'm like,
so it's not coming from a bias.
No, not at all. Like I really, and even Money the Plug music, that's not the type of music I listen to on the daily, like that type of shit. But he do got music I like, and I do like his music. But I'm supporting his grind more than anything. You know what I'm saying? And I think when we looking at it from my eyes,
too.
And then just from my eyes too, I think Money the Plug got the best chance of making it out of anybody else in the town. On that level, like not trying to be on
with his swag,
the way the music he make,
he's very marketable.
Exactly. Like, I don't be seeing that shit in other people. You know what I'm saying? And maybe everybody...
Man Miller.
Shout out to Man Miller, too. That's somebody, too. But I don't
Man Miller's work ethic is... Maybe he don't got the opportunity. Maybe he do. But his work ethic ain't Money the Plug.
And we had Man Miller on the show. And I told Man Miller that, like, he one of my favorite artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could see the same for him. But I don't see him working on his music like the Plug work on his music and shit. So that's why.
Have you ever you heard of New Religion?
I just got hip on him. So look, I'm glad you brought this up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow, like the next podcast episode, we about to start something on there. I could tell you on your
Yeah, because it's dropping.
So what we're gonna do, and I think New Religion is the first artist that we're gonna do, if I ain't mistaken. Every week we're gonna listen or like watch a new artist, and we're gonna give our honest opinion on that record. And it's gonna be from everybody. It's not just gonna be local all the niggas either. But it could be.
You never know.
You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna pick a song every week, and we all gonna do it. And niggas, and this is gonna cause some backlash because niggas is gonna give our honest opinion. And like I said, we all some niggas that talk shit and shit talking. Like I might be cool on it. I don't know what KD gonna say about your song or your video. Right. Or shit like that. I don't know what Joe Jack. I don't know what Juice gonna say.
Or Juice be kind of harsh too.
Yeah. So,
you know
but that's something we thought about, and that's something I'm gonna do. So every week we gonna rate, we gonna listen to some shit, and we gonna give a review on it. So
that's fire.
So
you know what I'm saying?
Stay on the lookout for
that's
that.
something definitely the locals need because we don't got nobody really per se to give an honest opinion.
Yeah.
You know
And
what
I think New, and I might be mistaken, but I think New Religion is the first artist that we're gonna do that with.
So it's like we need somebody unbiased, you know, everything biased to your, you know what I'm saying?
And look, that's like another thing. When they had the versus battle, you know what I'm saying? The Lancey and them did that versus battle.
Mm-hmm.
They was like we was biased on who we picked and shit like that.
Who did y'all pick?
I think we picked Big Man. You know what I'm saying?
Clearly.
But
Big Man won.
But that's what I'm saying.
I was there.
Biased to who though? Like, bro, I don't know Big Man like that.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't know Delancey like actually I know Delancey more than I knew Big Man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like what do you?
It'd have been biased if y'all had picked Delancey that night.
But it wouldn't. But like I'm saying, it still wouldn't have been though. Like we picked who we thought won though. Like you know what I'm saying? Like they be wanting to throw their own little.
Even though I mean maybe did they have the caveat of all original songs? Because I heard somebody say that.
I never knew that was like.
See, if you don't specify to the judge, and he ain't doing original songs, that's a negative mark.
No, it wasn't never explained. It wasn't never explained. Cause that's what I'm trying to think back. I think we was the only one that voted. Like this Reason Out podcast.
Yeah, we just shot. Yeah.
So that was the thing. We was just supposed to like be one vote. It was supposed to be a whole
deciding factor.
Like it was supposed to be 5 other people judging this shit too. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just supposed to be our table.
Yeah, okay.
So like nobody explained no rules like deduct points if he don't use it. It wasn't nothing like that. It was just give your honest opinion. We keep a track of every song.
Yeah.
Like I feel like
anyway,
but that's what I'm saying. I feel like if they go to the if I'm a local artist, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna rap on somebody else's beat too.
Yeah.
That shit ain't gonna get the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's gonna catch if you don't specify original beats, I'm doing what's more catchy.
Yeah, because it's like you up here performing songs I've never heard before. So you want me to get a reaction? You telling me you ain't hear what I said? That no, I didn't hear what you said.
Exactly.
I can't even
that
hear
$10 mic.
Yeah.
No. You know what I'm saying? I didn't hear none of that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like
that shit ain't mixed right. It was Delancey and them, so it was a 1972 song. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying, man. It's just that, but the town love the town.
It was a good turnout.
It was
a great show, y'all.
It was a great show, but
you know what I'm saying?
We gonna keep these local. Like I said, we gonna start watching these local.
They gonna start most fucking with the local more.
Yeah,
you know
and that like a segment of the show, like so. It might not even be a segment on the show. This might just be something we just release weekly on social media. You know what I'm saying? On YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Just
exactly.
keep on
some little clips and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? A couple more questions before I let you get on up out of here, man.
It's all good, man.
What's you know you have reason to doubt y'all like to do top 5, so I want to do multiple top 5s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, give me your top 5 hip hop verses. One verse. Who got the greatest verses of all time?
Oh, just
that verse is just so
shit
cold. It's unbeatable. Like that motherfucker KRS one verse. I can't think of that. You know what I'm saying? Like even though it's older, it's so put together. So
I know what you mean. I know
you know what I'm saying? What's
it.
your top 5 hip hop verses that maybe changed, altered the game, all that good shit?
Shit. The verses. It's hard, man. When you just talk about a nigga verse.
Yeah.
Shit. this ain't gonna be in order, man, but it ain't just one verse, but
I mean, if somebody got that same verse twice, I mean, like
I want, like it's just so many songs popping over my head. I'm like, is this one verse or this? Because it's like, what pops in my head is something that like mean a lot to me, like Lil Wayne, Birdman, Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but that ain't just one verse, but it is one. It is like a long ass verse.
You know what I'm saying? It is one verse though. You know what I'm saying?
So let me go with. I'm just gonna use it. Lil Wayne, Birdman, Jr. With the whole verse. Oh, niggas got so many verses. But you know what? Shit, man. This is a tough question. You gotta send me this shit before.
I was like, I know.
Because there's a lot of verses that just mean a lot. They might just mean a lot to me, and it's like,
yeah, that's what I said.
It ain't necessarily like a technical.
Me and my dude Kev, we was having an argument, and we like, you really gotta specify the genre and the subgenre. You know what I'm saying? Down to for me to give you a real top
because
five.
I could be like, fucking. A fucking Jeezy verse that just come when that shit come on in the club, like they know remix Jeezy verse on that shit.
That verse on that song, I don't give a fuck who would have rapped on it. You wasn't beating that verse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. Let me think. You gotta edit all this shit out a little bit because I'm trying to figure it out. Shit.
You said Birdman Jr.
Okay, Lil Wayne, Birdman Jr. That shit come on. I don't care if I'm at church. Like I'm gonna rap. I'm gonna rap that shit.
Every single bar. Facts.
We were just talking about what's Ho's best verse. He's arguing with somebody. Cause shout out to Lil Deuce. Lil Deuce, he fake act like he don't like Jay-Z, and we just like, how you just hear that shit and you just say you don't like it. You like,
and you're a musician, nigga.
But all right, so. If you listen to on Kanye's first album, when he be like, what Ho say? When I'm hot, you hot. When your feet's cold, mine is sizzling. Like he breaking down like his career, like plain to see. I'm gonna be that nigga for life. It's not an image. Like him breaking down why he the greatest.
In that one verse.
Like that's probably one of the hardest verses. On Kanye's first album, Jay-Z Let You Down or whatever.
Okay.
Biggie.
Ooh, a Biggie out there.
Biggie verse on the last verse, Sky's the Limit.
Okay.
The last verse on Sky's the Limit. Nipsey Hussle. What verse I want to use for Nipsey? Because
Nipsey going crazy.
Nipsey is a person like whether like he don't know it or nothing like that, but he a reason why I even started the podcast. You know what I'm saying? I was
that
on
inspiration talk without even just make you do like what?
I've always been a fan of him and shit like that, but it's just he dropped the album Victory Lap.
I can say that's one artist I'm glad I got to before he died.
Yeah.
You know so I can actually say that.
Yeah. So like when I was about to start the podcast, I used to be on Twitter a lot, just giving my opinions on music and shit like that. So I posted, I just made a list of the top 5 verses of the year. It was like 2018 top 5 verses of the year. And I put Nipsey Blue Laces 2 verse, the last verse on Blue Laces 2. Mm-hmm. That was on the list, top 5. I think I had it number 3 or something like that. It wasn't even number 1. But Nipsey reposted it, put it on his Instagram. You know what I'm saying? It's like Jay see what I'm saying, on his Instagram and shit like that. And I just remember it was just up. I'm like, damn, somebody really fucked when I had a little short back and forth with him. He just appreciate you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And I had to talk with him.
Listening.
And my nigga P. Cool, R.I.P. Paul Cooley, that was one of my best friends. He passed away.
R.I.P. condolences.
But that's where I used to talk to him about music, like that's when he was like, yeah, bro, you gotta start the podcast now. Like, you might as well. Like,
that was confirmation.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I started the podcast probably a month or 2 later. You know what I'm saying? So I would say Nipsey, but it ain't Blue Laces 2. They ain't the verse. Mm-hmm. I would say I think the first verse on Right Hand of God, that's one of my favorite verses. And then shit, I'm just gonna keep it Cameron, you know what I'm saying? Killer verse on Killer Cam.
On what?
When he keep computers putin'. What the fuck y'all love, you know what I'm saying? But what else a computer supposed to do besides putin'?
Oh, we Cam to go, man. Shout out Cam, man. What's that for right there? Who you say?
So I got Nipsey, Right Handed Guy, the first verse on that. The last verse, Sky's
no
the Limit.
specific order. Nipsey, Sky's the Limit.
Biggie, Birdman Jr., whole verse on Let You Down. Kanye out, first album, College Dropout. And Cameron verse on I Really Mean It. I'm gonna use that one for you.
Okay. All right, we got another top 5. The top 5 hip hop duos.
Duos or like Outkast.
Of course, Outkast. Who else?
So you would want to do, so just duos, so they ain't got to necessarily be a group, just people that just, they might make an album together or something like that.
They had to be more than just an album together. You know what I'm saying? They got to be like Lito and Trip.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, so I'm going to go with Outkast, UGK. Can I use Dre and Snoop? They got so much music together.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I'll take that
like
one.
Dre and
That's a
Snoop
good
duo,
one. That's
man.
definitely a duo.
So
That's definitely a duo.
Outkast, Snoop and Dre, UGK, duos.
That's a good one. That's definitely a duo.
Duos. Man, duos don't really a lot of.
It ain't really a lot of too many, but it is though.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like Kanye and Hov, a duo.
That's
Watch the
a
Throne.
duo.
Yeah. Well,
They got more than Watch the Throne. They got
Yeah. So Hov
You know
and
what I'm
Kanye and shit. Trying to think of you said rap duo. They got to be rap.
yeah, hip hop.
Okay. I was about to say shit. Casey and Lil
That might be the greatest duo of all time.
I'm an R&B nigga to the heart. But what's the last one? Let me go. Trying to put like I'm trying to make up a duo. I'm trying to put Cole with somebody or Kendrick with somebody. Shit. Drake and the Weeknd. Fuck. And make magic together when they're together. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they be beefing or not. So I got Watch the Throne.
I guess Drake and the Weeknd kind of iffy.
They iffy. Yeah, it's a singer. Oh, it's easy. All right, bet. A duo, Styles and Kiss. There you go. Even though they got the lock, you know the Styles and Kiss back and forth. Yeah.
You know what
I'm tripping. Styles and Kiss.
You said you had Chris and Neef coming. Chris and Neef. They hot.
Yeah. I'm tripping. Shout out to
You know what I'm
they
saying?
just ain't got they only got 2 albums though. That's why. You know what I'm saying?
So they only got one song.
Tough love, a classic.
Shout out to them though, but you know,
no,
they
the album
definitely,
classic. They only got 2 albums.
You know, but yeah, you know,
Honorable mention.
and then you know, last of all, we want your top 5 artists of all time. You know what I'm saying? I know you get that a lot, so you know now.
I ask everybody that.
Yeah, this
you know
your chance to, you know what I'm saying? Maybe change yours up one good time.
Okay, so look.
Artists, not it ain't gotta be hip hop.
Okay. Oh, bet.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna give you, but look, I'm gonna give you 2 answers though, right? I'm gonna give you the definitive top 5 MCs of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Like this ain't necessarily even my favorite 5, but this is the 5.
The 5 top hip hop.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give you top 5 rappers because so people be talking about the top 5. The top 5 rappers of all time. Jay-Z at number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Tupac at number 2.
Okay.
Big at number 3.
Okay.
Lil Wayne at 4. And Nas at 5. That's the definitive top 5. I don't give a fuck what y'all say after that. Like, y'all can argue if y'all want. That's the definitive top 5.
I guess. I mean, you can't argue, but you can't argue.
Who would you take out of that top 5?
My opinion biased though. You know what I'm saying? So I'm taking out maybe Biggie. Probably take out Biggie.
Who would you replace him with?
I'll probably add Busta.
Busta Rhymes in the top 5 rappers of all time?
Busta fire. Busta what?
Yeah, I know, dude.
Busta fire.
Yeah.
I probably add Busta. You know, motherfuckers sleep on Busta. Busta got hit after
He
hit
top
after
20.
hit. You know what I'm saying? And who rapping on what he can get on anything?
Everybody name can get on anything.
Yeah, exactly. No, they're not. Nas can't get on anything.
Anything.
Nas cannot get on anything.
He could get on anything.
Nas is a one-way rapper.
No way.
That's
He get on
it.
anything.
He get on that slow flow, and he gonna rap his same style through everything. That's the only reason why he didn't prevail over Jay-Z. One of the reasons.
But he prevailed over everybody else.
In the end,
But he's
well, it ain't the end yet, but in the middle, yeah, I guess. Yeah, and he only did that because he was fighting. Okay, we're going. You know what I'm
But
saying?
my top 5 favorite artists of all time: Michael Jackson, Cameron, Nipsey Hussle, Hov. Number 5. See, number 5 change up daily. You know what I'm saying? It go on my mood or something like that. But I say, Stevie Wonder.
Okay. And I wanted to switch that Buster with DMX too.
God bless. Yeah, we gotta have to meet DMX. Week before he died.
Yeah, that was dope too. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But yeah. Okay, you know what I'm saying? One last question. One last top 5. Your top 5 local artists. See, after you do your research and everything, this may change. But now this is a good time to get your first top 5. Then you gonna research the niggas, and they might fall. They might jump.
I don't even know if I know 5.
You know 5 artists.
I'm just gonna name 5 niggas I know, man. I'm gonna keep it real, man. Like I
Oh
can't
man,
really
y'all gotta
say-
do better.
I can't really say like I know they music like that, but I fuck with niggas though.
Okay, your top it's your top 5. Because you don't mind, you don't know the nigga, so you can't name a nigga you don't
Wayne the
know.
Plug,
Mhm.
number 1. The rest of them man voice. I won't put Plug at 1. Shout out to the slum heads. You know, Ace and them back in the day. Slum World.
Some world I was like,
Slum World.
I thought that was the people was called. That'd be dope if they had an entourage called the Slum Heads. But
Ain't
yeah.
that what it's called?
No, they're called Slum World.
Oh, Slum World.
Yeah.
I'm going with them, you know what I'm saying? I remember the niggas on the radio doing their thing.
Slum World definitely was doing that thing.
Cousin, man.
Shout out to them niggas.
I'm gonna go with Marvin Gaye, man. 'Cause, like I said, I'm a fan of people putting in work.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Shit, Lil Deuces.
It's 4.
And Unknown.
It's 5.
That's my 5, man.
That's the 5 people he know.
You know? I don't mention, like I said, I know.
You know
Man,
what
shout out to
I'm
Man Miller, too.
And Man Miller. And you want to flip Unknown and Man Miller because Unknown he's an artist.
No, Unknown an artist.
You know what I'm saying? He's definitely an artist. But for you rappers that want to, you know what I'm saying?
Unknown make music, too. I don't know if he ain't put it out yet.
He make music, but he's an artist.
No,
So, yeah, he
listen.
make music.
Unknown got music. Like, Unknown got a
I'm
lot
pretty
of songs.
sure he definitely do. And
No.
it's probably tight.
No, it's
know what
better.
I'm saying?
It's better than
Because
90%
he
shit I heard.
actually listen to music all day and do music. So, you know.
No, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know why he ain't putting that out. Unknown.
Shout out Unknown. Drop that shit. Unknown. Drop that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Quit playing. But all right, man. Jay Sims, appreciate you coming through. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Reason of Doubt. Shout out everything you do. You got anything else you want to talk about? Anything coming up? Merch. all that. You know
Make
what I'm
sure,
saying?
hey, shout out to everybody that got one of these. You know, this our little take on the Bass Pro Shop hat. Y'all from the town, y'all know Python Bird, all that. You know what I mean? Appreciate everybody that bought one. Make this announcement on here, man. Reason Doubt Weekend coming up.
Okay.
Got a date, August 4th through 6th. August 4th through 6th. Reason Doubt Weekend, man. Details on the weekend let you know. We definitely we're gonna do another live show that weekend, but giveaways for the community. You know, Reason Doubt Weekend is something we do every year. Every year, we that's just something we have like a basketball game against somebody else, you know.
Think y'all lost last time.
We never lost, you know what I'm saying? We ain't never lost, you know what I'm saying? We 2-0 undefeated Reason Doubt Weekend, you know what I'm saying? But that's just something we do.
I might have to put a basketball team together.
So look, that's what we're gonna do it different this year. It ain't gonna be just one game. We're gonna be up there. It's gonna be a tournament. I will explain the details.
Put the Kings out there.
I'll
just the coach.
I'll give you the details soon. The Reason Doubt Weekend is gonna be on another level this year.
That's what's up.
So stay on the lookout for that. But if you need Reason Doubt merch, you know what I'm saying? We got shirts, hats, hoodies, you know, whatever you need. That's a way you can support us without even listening, man. So be on the lookout for that. Make sure you listen and subscribe to the Reason Doubt podcast. We on all platforms. You listen to podcasts.
Everywhere.
You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to our YouTube. Check
I'm
that
already
out.
subscribed.
Yep, appreciate you. Everybody that support us, man, we fuck with you, man. We appreciate all the support. Reason Doubt, man, we about to start doing a lot of stuff more for the community, man, like building up, you know what I'm saying, trying to talk to these
The youth,
you know, lead them in another direction, man. Give them a choice, like, give them another look, another way out, man, because
we did it. We had to. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it's no leader. People ain't really leading in the right way, man.
It wasn't even much leading when we was young, and now it's even less for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Like
saying?
everybody just kind of stuck in their own things, and I'm in prison. I'm a victim to it also. Like you got your own life, you stuff ain't worried about. But you gotta address things.
They call me Coach Coda.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You gotta address things because
I love the community. I'm with it.
They're saying you was choking kids and everything. What you doing,
man, I ain't choking no kids, man. I ain't that, you know what I'm saying?
They be needing that shit sometimes.
Yeah, but little dude, look, full disclosure, you know, some bullshit, you know. Little nigga slapped me. You know what I'm saying? My reflex, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just a look, you ain't my son. I look at my kids as they're my sons. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I'm around, I gotta make sure you ain't gonna get hit by no car, you ain't gonna get touched, none of that. You know what I'm saying? You mine.
They threw it out reporting back like you was.
Yeah, no, the little nigga we was in there talking, you know what I'm saying? Coach Coda.
Yeah.
We in there talking, you know what I'm saying? They talking they stuff, they going crazy on me. They talking, yeah, what you, I said something he didn't like about his mama, you know what I'm saying? All I said was your mama like it. We gonna tell the truth. All I said is your mama like it. He said, say it again. I'm like, oh, you mad? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Your mama like it. He slapped me. Pow! You know what I'm saying?
So you were trolling the little kids too, man.
They was trolling me. They said there was 3-on-1. We sitting there at the table. You know what I'm saying? We having fun. You know what I mean? He got up. He ain't even tall. You know what I'm saying? He got up. He got up and pat. You know what I'm saying? My reflex, I just papped him back.
Respect.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you like, boy, what you mean? You know what I'm saying? I ain't do nothing crazy to him. I ain't choking, do nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They lying. Don't be lying on me, y'all. I gave him the tip.
No, but
Pause.
wait a minute.
That's the tip of my fingers. I gave him the tip of my finger. You know how you slap a little, you know what I'm saying?
But hey, Reason to Doubt, man. Make sure you subscribe.
I'm about to clip that out now, man.
Check
this over.
Check us out, man. Like I said, we're on all platforms, man. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, man. Check us out, man. We ain't gonna stop. Stay tuned. You want to be subscribed. You don't want to miss what we got coming up. Definitely got some very big things coming up. Big announcement coming up. Hopefully, Reason Doubt Weekend will have this big announcement to tell people.
You said when is it again?
August 4th.
August 4th through the 6th?
Through the 6th, the whole weekend.
Okay,
Be a whole 3 days of events.
That's lit.
So,
That's lit. Y'all be on the lookout. That's gonna be dope. y'all definitely get bigger and bigger with it every year. So I'm expecting y'all. I'm expecting it to be dope.
And you gonna come to the live show?
I promise I'm coming this time.
You ain't getting no free ticket this time.
I was gonna say, you gave me one last time. You gave me the first time.
The first time,
yeah. First time, the second time. Y'all ain't invite me as a guest. Why come I can't? Yeah, I'm a funny nigga.
No, but that's the thing about a live show. Everybody a guest though.
I'm talking
Cause
shit.
we give
You know,
everybody.
I'm a heckler in the crowd.
But we give everybody opportunity to speak. If you want to talk, you know what I'm saying? We got the acid live acid
No,
down.
I'm talking shit. I'm definitely coming out this year for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Buy my ticket, support. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be at a new venue this time, probably a bigger spot. So we'll let you know.
Okay.
We definitely won't start promoting coming soon, but I just got to confirm dates so we can have a
Turn
party
up,
and stuff
okay.
like so.
Hell yeah, let me know. Tag me in the flyer, all that good shit.
All that, man. Like I said, man, bigger and better things coming.
Shout out Reason to Doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure, you know what I'm saying, just because they couldn't do it doesn't mean you can't.
Yeah, I promise you that.
Live by that, man.
It's Bluntz and Bullshit, bro. I appreciate you coming through.
I need it.
You know what I'm saying? Supreme Pod Guide. Bluntz and Bullshit, we out, y'all.
Yeah, one.
Yeah. Bluntz and bullshit. Yeah. Bluntz and bullshit. Yeah. Bluntz and bullshit. Hey. I know you smoke, but not like me. You might joke, but not quite like me. Yo, weed good, but it's not like this. You smoking wood? Don't pass that shit. I know you smoke, but not like me. You got jokes, but not like me. You smoking gas, but it ain't like this. You smoking wood? Don't pass that shit. We getting lit for blunts and bullshit. We talking shit, it's blunts and bullshit. It's going up on blunts and bullshit. Just roll up and just cut to the bullshit.